Welcome to the Bluff City, Memphis, a southern community in the heart of the Bible Belt plagued with racial division and some of the highest crime rates in the country. My name is David Vincent. The chaos and dysfunction of this city overwhelmed me as a child. Unable to overcome these challenges, I was consumed by violence, drugs, and crime. Later, after over 30 arrests and 18 felony charges, I was on my way to prison. However, God had different plans for me. From a cold jail cell floor, everything in my life changed. I now march to the beat of a different drum. With a transformed heart, I set out to build a new life for myself. What happened after that was more than I ever bargained for. My personal home became a rescue mission for the homeless and lost. I became a frontline soldier battling in the trenches of our tough city streets. Then I had a dream to build the greatest recovery program in this country and bring hope to the broken and forgotten. This sparked an idea that has now grown into a powerful, life-changing mission called the Warrior Center. We are now a fully staffed rescue mission and recovery program reaching out to men, women, and veterans battling homelessness and addiction. This is my battle. My mission is clear. This is a warrior's life through my eyes. With the first pick in the WFL Warrior Football League Draft, J.R. Nuss picks.
There's no doubt about when you use alcohol and drugs on a continuous basis, the ultimate result is death. You're going to die. It's no nice way, no pretty way, no comfortable, feel-good way to say it. It's going to kill you. And that's what we need to understand. The ultimate price, death.
So if you do drugs, you are going to die. It's pretty heavy. What you been up to?
Let's see. Actually, our transportation's out and about, so I went and picked up Eric from his appointment today. So yeah. What do you dress like DV now? I mean,
Oh my goodness. Hey David, I'm gonna change my shirt.
Hey, Jeff. All right. Do the walkthrough and then we'll change it maybe if it's rough. I didn't think about it.
Committed father and son work together.
I'm not Casey Vincent. I'm Casey Carpenter. Casey Vincent's a girl.
But glad you called it. I wouldn't be paying attention.
Okay.
Fifth
Tell them. Got the blankets
Color
straight.
coded.
Okay. Now we had a couple of movements here in the last few days. I got 5 guys in front of me.
While Jeff and David do the walkthrough, I'm gonna go change my shirt because I'm wearing the exact same shirt he is. I don't want to look like I'm his little mini him.
Well, just got through with our walkthrough of the Warrior Center, just doing a walkthrough, checking the rooms and everything, and now headed out. Had a friend call me. His name is Gary. He went to Living Hope Church in Horn Lake, and I know him. And he called and let me know that he had a friend in town from Tanzania, so we'll be having lunch with Gary and Mr. Roseberry and see what's going on in Africa.
So we're borderline late once again, but we're pulling up the Corkies. David took a wrong turn. You're like, where are you, David?
It's maybe a mile and a half by mile and a half area. There's no two-story buildings in it. We have 600,000 people. Scarcity of food, scarcity of clean water. There are, to my knowledge, 2 public toilets. So as you might imagine, the odors and smells are quite offensive to the Western sensibility.
Well, that was awesome. We just got through with lunch and got to meet Glenn Roseberry, and he's a missionary to Africa. He's in Tanzania half the time and Kenya the other half, and so we got to sit around and speak with him. He was telling us wild stories, really living with the poor and being with the poor to save the poor. I made a deal with my wife, and I'm getting the kids today.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Other side, Matic.
Man.
Ready for the rocket ship.
Engaging.
All right, engage, lifter. 5,
Just push.
4, 3, 2, 1. Blast all! Ah!
You take forever going down that.
Come on. Cause it's little. I'm too short. I want to do it.
Okay, you will,
I'm
Maddox.
scared.
One at a time. Two more.
One
girl.
more.
Two more. One more. One more.
You got it.
Jump. Throw yourself forward. Swing forward. Go, Maddox.
Go, Maddox.
Go, Maddox. Go, Maddox. Go, Maddox.
Come on, swing.
Bam.
Freeze, man. I put ice all over you. Now you're stuck.
Right, head on back to the house.
I don't want to get like be that famous and be like a million subscribers because Daily Bumps everywhere they go they put this in one of their vlogs. They say when they just go to Target they have someone stop them and say like oh and like just no. I don't. I kind of don't want that. Right?
I don't think we have to worry about that.
You don't want to be that famous?
No. I want my state.
Right now.
Redskin protection vlog.
What? All these Cowboy fans around here hating on Redskins. Maddox, hurry up, Maddox. You're gonna let no man beat you, Maddox.
It was like 32-29.
It gave him the true score.
7 points on one play.
It gave him the true score.
I won.
Y'all been messing with this.
David's getting mad because he just lost to Maddox.
No, we haven't.
All right, one more.
So I just found out that I'm getting sucked into a fantasy football party for the Warrior Center. I don't really watch sports. Maddox Vincent, are you excited about today's fantasy football draft?
Yes. I don't know who I'm going to draft. I'm going to tell you what I do not care about fantasy football. I care about real NFL football and college football, but fantasy football, it just really doesn't make sense to me. It's like damaging you and stuff. I mean, it's not helping you spiritually. I mean, to me, it mocks NFL.
My son Maddox, he asked if he could be involved. I said, sure, man, you can have your own team. He says, no, I want to be on your team. I said, okay, well, we can have the David and Maddox Cowboys. So my son's going to get to be a part of that, and me and him will be a team. So that's fun. It's called Robert Huff. He's a resident in our program, and I'm trying to get in touch with him about the football league.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Robert Huff, it's Pastor David here. I'm here with Casey. I was asking you about. I was checking with you about the fantasy football league. You didn't sign up.
Oh, I wanted to, but I have school.
Oh man, I hate that because it's not going to be any fun without you, Robert.
I know, bro. I know.
You're the only one who ever beat me in the Super Bowl, and I have to get you back for that. I have to redeem myself. Beginning of this day, I had no idea that we'd be having a fantasy football draft tonight at my house. That's the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes it just, what happened was Jimmy told me, hey, you remember you got to do that fantasy football league, and the season starts tomorrow. And I'm like, oh no, that gives me one day to do the fantasy football draft. So all at once I'm putting a party on at my house. So, we like to do things last minute sometimes.
Yeah, we're very last minute. All right, now that we got our football munchies, we're gonna head on back to the house. David's sucking me in to play some fantasy football. I'm nicely thinking about it.
It's awesome. We just talked to Robert Huff, and it's awesome that he's going to get to be a part of it. He didn't even sign up, and I was wondering why. The reason why he didn't sign up was because he has school at night. He's in the program, but he joined a HVAC technical training school, so he's getting his heating and air certification while he's at the Warrior Center. But they go to school once they start that training program. They go to school Monday through Friday night. So well, we're here at McDonald's. I was just buying the kids and Casey and me something to eat. I just got a call from one of the former residents of our program, and he left, and he's right here in the area, sleeping in the woods in a tent, and he asked me for some cash, which I don't give him cash, but I said I'd bring him something to eat. So he is sleeping in the woods right up here, right near the state line.
Get all the way to the end, right there at the stop sign. Take a left, and then when you take the left, you go down to that stop sign, take a right, and you first road on the right.
he goes. Just getting back to the house. Got Maddox in his Cowboys jersey. Got your McDonald's.
Mick Casey.
We do not
Maddox,
listen to Mick Cowboy fans.
Nick.
Something is Mick wrong with him.
Something's Nick wrong with you.
Welcome to Fantasy Football, y'all.
I'm starting the league. This is ESPN.com fantasy football. So I'm right now, as a commissioner, creating the league and setting up the rules that we'll play by.
I'm here with Robert Martin. How does it feel to be participating in this annual Warrior Center fantasy football tournament?
First year, but I'm gonna win it.
I have no idea what I'm looking at. I played fantasy football once, man. I got a complete last place.
These are the players.
I'm going for Cam Newton.
And I'm gonna win. I always win.
You think you're gonna take over, don't you?
Oh yeah, I know I am.
And I'm winning fantasy football all day.
You're gonna get owned.
You'll draw a number, and then we'll pick 1 through 12. But in round 2, you just go backwards. So you go 10, 11, 12. Then number 12 goes again, and it's 12, 11, 10, 9. It just goes back and forth, back and forth. And that makes it more fair. All right. With the first pick in the WFL Warrior Football League Draft, J.R. Nuss picks
Antonio Brown.
We're in the middle of all these picks, and I had no idea how hard it is to keep up with all the papers
Robert Weber, you're on
and all the
clock.
different players.
We got Maddox. Dez.
D-O-R-I-A-L.
Doriel Beckham.
Green Beckham.
Wide receiver. Okay, 2 more. Well, we had a great night at the draft party. I feel really good. Got Tony Romo and Dak Prescott and a bunch of other Cowboys, so I think we're going all the way. I'm going to dominate these guys. So anyway, this guy here ain't got a chance.
I don't know what I'm doing.
He's going to be a bottom dweller. But anyway, no, we had a good night. We had fun, and so it was a blessing. And so we're ready to get this party started on the football league. But anyway, it was fun. We're all full on junk food. Love you too, buddy. We're all full on junk food, chips, dip, and too many Cokes. We'll be up all night. But anyway, it was a blast.